I'm curious, are you also afraid of rejection? Do you get that thumping feeling when you're about to ask someone something that you know they may say no to? It's Chaya and I'm back with Unstuck and Unstoppable. This series is about to close, but I want to give you those last final, those techniques, the tools, really the knowledge to really break through at the end of this beautiful journey. Whether you're with us the entire time or just joining right this minute, every single video on its own has the power to help you become unstuck and unstoppable. So, when it comes to rejection, see, I know rejection. I lived in rejection all my life. Growing up, I felt rejected. And as I turned into a teenager or adult, I chose to do anything in my power not to be rejected, which meant people pleasing, which meant overextending myself, which meant literally, predicting another person's needs before they had it, so that I can be the one who had the water there when they needed it, before they needed it, and they're like, oh wow, and all these different things that you can do to avoid rejection. I did them all. And the more I did them, the more obsessed I became with doing them. The more I was afraid of rejection. The more when rejection showed up, it hurt. God damn it. Excuse me. It really did. And it was weird. So I started to observe myself and I noticed, oh my God, I am terrified of rejection. It's like if you'll tell me no, I'm worthless. My whole world can collapse. In fact, there were a few times, and there's one guy in particular that comes to mind that I was obsessed with. I thought he was my partner, my mate for life. Now, in the aftermath, I mean, he's definitely a great guy, but he was he has great potential, but it was definitely an attachment style that I was playing out. He reminded me of my mom, and I kept trying to create a relationship with him because I was trying to fix the one I had with my mom, which is a whole nother talk for another time. But what happened was every time he would reject me, I would go back and I would say, okay, there's no way he can reject me. First, I would break down. Oh my God, I'm so lost. I got rejected. That's it. It's over. My whole world is gone. And then I would say, no, there's no way he could reject me. I have to come back and come back with a better way, a different way. He must have not understood. And I literally went crazy for a while. It was around a year that the entire story went on. And I was going insane because all I could try to do is change enough so that he finds me worthy. And then it took time, but suddenly one day I woke up and I was like, oh my God, this is insanity. You're telling me my worthiness is dependent on whether that one person feels that I'm worthy? That's crazy. I'll never be happy. Because let's say I get him to agree that I'm worthy, which by now probably he does, because I don't need it, then what about the other person who's not going to think? Because there's always going to be someone. There'll be the guy on the road who gets upset at me. There'll be the person in the coffee house. There'll always be someone. What happens when my boss rejects me? And everyone gets rejected at some point or another. That's when I started this crazy journey of enjoying rejection, learning how to actually enjoy it. And I actually took on a sales position. I had tried many times, and I couldn't do it ever. It was always too emotionally. Obviously, I got rejected all the time, and then I would get an emotional mess. See, I'm worthless. I'm this, and I let it determine my worth. And then I took this job, and it was actually really cool because I started, and I told myself the goal is not even to get any sales. I don't even care. The goal is to become comfortable with rejection, to pick up the phone, hear my heart thumping, get it hurt, and say, okay, and pick back up the phone and do it again. And I did it. I did it for 6 months. Maybe a drop less, actually. I blew up this company, got so many sales for them. I literally more than doubled it. And what's beautiful is that I really got it. I actually ended up becoming the administrative assistant and everything. And now we're getting someone to take over the sales position. And yeah. Sorry. I just can't even believe it. I'm the same girl who was so afraid of rejection. And this is what I want to tell you. What I learned, the most important thing, is that rejection is always there. So you may as well turn it into your friend. You may as well learn the loop of rejection and learn how you handle it. You may as well put in some tools into your rejection loop so that when you get rejected, not if, when, if you're doing your job here right and being yourself, you will get rejected. Guaranteed you'll get rejected. And it won't be because of you, it'll be because of them. Because the other person don't know how to accept you. Nothing to do with you. But when you'll get rejected, you can already have some tools in place. You can have some voices that speak up. You can have some parts of you that show up. Compassion, love, kindness. So, it's really funny because I had in mind to talk about this, and then I watched this video earlier this week of something called Rejection Therapy, which is basically what I did, which is basically going out there, but in a different way. Going out there for, well, you can do it for as many days as you want. This guy did it for 100 days. He had an insane list of what he had to ask people or, random strangers for, or to do. And basically his goal was not to get them to do it, but to actually get rejected and to become comfortable with it. And eventually, as he went along with it, he got people to actually say yes. So for example, he went over to a stranger the first day and he said, "Hey, can I borrow $100?" And the guy said, "No." Why? And then he ran away because he was so scared. But he watched the video and he said, wait, the guy asked me why. I could have took the opportunity to talk to him. Who knows? He may have said something else, but even not, we could have had a conversation. I ran. And slowly he started to actually observe himself, and eventually he started to get yeses. He asked Starbucks if he can make his own order. And they started laughing, but they actually let him. And so on and so forth. So what happens is with time, you start to notice, hey, what am I doing? Why do I allow rejection to turn into this big thing? And you notice I have other options. I don't have to do it that way. So, this is what I want to leave you with today. You will feel rejected at times. But I want to give you a 1.5 minute quick meditation that you can do from anywhere to allow yourself to feel good enough. So you know the drill. Put your hand on your heart. Close your eyes. And I invite you right now to create a really beautiful place around you. Whatever that beauty looks like to you. Let's focus on your breath. In and out. In and out. Keep focusing on your breath. And as you do that, I want to tell you a couple of words that you can make your own. Make believe you're saying it. Whatever sticks for you, let it be as if you said these words. In this life, I know I will feel rejected at times. But I also know that I am perfect the way I am. Rejection is not a reflection of me. It's a reflection of the one rejecting. And I'm okay with rejection. I'm okay if not everyone loves me. I'm okay because I love me. I'm okay because the universe does love me. And I am taken care of. The world doesn't crash because one person decided so, or even a bunch of people decided so. If If I am not accepted by someone, I walk away. And I go to the places where I am accepted by people. I give myself the space to be allowed to be accepted by me, with everything I do, with everyone I am, everything I am, with my entire past, with my entire future and my present. I am in acceptance. I accept me. I'm not afraid of rejection. When rejection comes, it's an opportunity for me to grow and accept myself more. I only feel rejection when I reject me. So today, right now, I vow, I promise, when I notice myself rejecting myself, I will go the extreme opposite and accept me. I deserve acceptance. I am loved. I'm accepted. And right now, I put a prayer up to the Holy Divine, out to the universe, that on the days that it's hard for me to accept me, on the days it's hard for me to accept rejection, you remind me, you help me give in, help me give myself the acceptance I deserve. Thank you. Take a moment and allow the acceptance to come through your entire body. Feel how good it feels to be accepted. You can feel this any day, any part of any day. And as I speak right now, let's start to rub our hands together and come back slowly, but also keep that feeling. Slowly come back into the world, into the room that you're in, and keep the feeling that you just experienced. Keep it with you. The opposite of rejection is acceptance. You want to cure your fear of rejection? Feel it enough times and fill yourself with the biggest acceptance you've ever had so that you can finally feel comfortable and unafraid of even the biggest rejection out there. Because you know you'll be okay and you'll always be accepted by you. And you're always accepted by me. I want you to know that. Alrighty. You know how to do this. You like and you subscribe. I'll see you soon.